Hi Sagittarius. This is a reading for the week of March the 8th through to the 13th. This is just a general reading. I've decided to use the mystical shaman cards for this reading because they're a little bit more in depth. I did some meditation on your sign a couple of days ago, and actually I was shuffling the cards to find out, to ask Spirit which sign of the zodiac I should be reading for, and Sagittarius came out with a sun card, and followed by the card, well, it was a card of Spirit reaching down, followed by the sun card. And there was another card, I can't remember what it was, but there was the card of Sagittarius. So the message that I got from that was that, that there was a pathway opening up for you, Sagittarius, and which is going to lead to happiness. I got that for another sign. I think it was Pisces. Anyhow, and I feel that with the card, the card that had the hand reaching down from Spirit, that it really wanted me to do this reading for the sign. And that there was going to be happiness in whatever endeavor that you decide to do. I'm not sure what that would be at this moment, because this is a general reading for the collective sign of Sagittarius. So take whatever resonates with you and leave the rest behind. So I'm going to shuffle the cards 7 times. Holy Spirit, angels, and guides, please give me some messages for the sign of Pisces, for the collective sign of Pisces. Got the spiral here, the number 50. So maybe at some point in time you had something spiraling out of control in your life. Ascended Masters, Ascended Ancestors, Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, Holy Spirit. We've got the Council here. So I think that there may have been a time where your life was spiraling out of control, where you needed to go within and seek counsel. Maybe some of you spoke to an actual counselor. Or with the lockdown, you know, some of you could have spoken to friends to get advice about the situation. Yeah. So let's see. On how many times I did this already. Could have had something to do with the whole lockdown. The spiral had something to do with the lockdown. We've got the medicine wheel here in the spiral again. So, I mean, with everybody going into kind of like a hibernation, that I'm sure that didn't affect a lot of people in many different ways. Okay. Holy Spirit, angels, and guides, what messages this card wanted to come out? The Hunter. So we've got the number 27. When you add the two numbers together, it comes to a 9. So I think a lot of you have spent a lot of time gathering and hunting, whether it's gathering information, gathering knowledge, could be gathering experience. And I think maybe you've done this for most of your life, and now you've reached a point where you've reached an accumulation of information, whether it's information or knowledge, to go forward with something. And we'll have to see what that is. But the rainbow at the bottom, so that is, whatever it is good. Whatever it is, it'll bring some kind of enlightenment or happiness in regards to your connections. Let's see what else comes out. This is a sign, this is a reading for the sign of Sagittarius. Holy Spirit, angels and guides, please give me some messages for Sagittarius for March the 8th through to the 13th. Sorry, I like to shuffle the cards until they come out, so this could take a bit of time. Sometimes they come out all at once. I don't like to take too many at a time, so I need 3 more cards for the top row. Holy Spirit, angels and guides, please give me 3 cards for the top row. Yeah, this card here reminds me of the hunter-gatherer. It's like you're always on the hunt for something, always searching for something. And that could have to do with an expansion in your life, which Sagittarius is the sign of expansion. Always trying to expand on knowledge, always trying to expand on talent, always communicating with others and sharing information back and forth. Okay, I'm going to take this card. The drum. So far what I see is that you've gathered, it's almost like you've got this drumming happening in the background, like there's a time limit on something and there's a need to gather as much information, or could be material wealth. It could also be anything to do with advancing yourself in life, whether it's material or in business. And I feel that with the drum, that it's leading to something. You've got the 1, 5. You add that together, it's a 6. And at the bottom, we've got the wild woman, number 62. Okay, what more can you show me for the sign of Sagittarius, please? Okay, we've got a few cards here that want it to come out. Okay, the journey. Yeah, so whatever it is, it's it's like I'm getting the feeling it's an accumulation of whether it's information or knowledge that is going to help you on a journey. This card also, yeah, because we got the owl on the top of her head, and it looks like a heart. it's like you're, I don't know, what I'm getting is almost like your heart is leading your head, your mind on this journey. Also, like she's got her hands over her chest as well, as almost as if to protect her heart along the journey. Number 29, which is comes to an 11 when you add the numbers together. So beginning of another journey. I feel you've had many journeys along the way. Let's see what else there is. Gatherer. Yeah, I did a pre-shuffle and this card came out as well with the journey card. Yeah. I actually wanted to slide right in there. Yeah, the hunter-gatherer. So it's almost like hunting and gathering for information, knowledge, experience maybe, to go on a journey. Number 21, 2 and 1 is 3. So there seems to be a need to gather whatever this is information. I feel it's knowledge, information and knowledge. Followed by number 20, flow. Hope you can still see those cards. My camera is sitting up above me. It's too high for me to reach, so I'll try and hold up the cards as we go along. Okay, so I feel that once you've gathered all this information, it's like then you're ready to go with the flow, or you're ready to put it to a test, to go with the flow. Number 20, so 2. Arrow, yeah, that reminds me of the sign of Sagittarius, and it's pointing up to the drum. It's almost like there's a drumming. Something's setting you into this motion. It's propelling you into this motion. And number 3 here. So 21, 2 and 1 is a 3. We've got another 3 here as well. 2, then a 3. So yeah, the arrow, which represents Sagittarius with the bow and arrow, pointing to the drum. So it's almost like there's this drumming in the background. We've got the child. Maybe some of you have kids and you're trying to get things accomplished while you're here on this earth so that your kids have a good foundation. And the child can also represent you as a child. You as a child maybe life path journey of a number 7. I'm not sure, but only you would know that. But it's right below the journey. So it's almost like you've been on a journey your entire life. Well, we all have, but some people have had a lot of ups and downs along the way. Yeah, and we have the owl at the bottom. So trying to gain experience, knowledge, wisdom along the way. What else do we have here? You could also have either you or a daughter. If you have a daughter, could have some psychic ability here, very intuitiveness. She's got all these moons here. Could also be a lot of past lives as well. So many moons. She's got a feather here, which is very spiritual. Some of you may be very spiritual. Okay, what else do we have? for Sagittarius. Just trying to get an overall feeling of where this is going. It's like almost like you're trying to create something. You're trying to go with the flow, but you're also trying to create something. And it's almost like there's some pressure for you to get something accomplished here with the arrow pointing up to the drum. The young child here, some of you could have a young child that you're looking after. Or maybe you could be taking this child with you on the journey. Okay. And I saw this card come. I saw this card here while I was shuffling. And it just happened to come out. So the ghost dance. Number 22. 2 and 2 is a 4. So the ghost dance. Yeah, it could have something to do with spirit. Some of you may have spirits around you coming in and out of view, maybe catching it at the corner of your eye. It's just, or you may have an awakening experience in regards to seeing actual ghosts, spirits. It's got lightning at the bottom, number 3. Could be a past loved one. You've got beloved underneath. Number 5, if that's significant. It's something to do with the harvesting time. Corn, harvest, which a completion. So it could be somebody that did pass away, yes. Let's see what else we get. It's also underneath the gathering, or the gatherer. So maybe this, whoever this energy is coming in could be connected to this gathering energy. And it also could be, what I'm getting is it could be somebody that is passed away that is guiding you. The gatherer, that reminds me of someone that would be born in the fall time. But it's a number 3, so that's January, February, March, month of March. But the image, through the images here, we have almost like a harvest time, which would mean fall. Or maybe something is happening in the fall time where you're going to be gathering all of the information, all of the knowledge that you have, and putting that into practice. It's right underneath the ghost dance. This could be an ascended ancestor, that a family member that is trying to give you messages in regards to a path or what kind of information to gather, whether that's spiritual or in regards to, could be in regards to work, it could be in regards to your journey, your life path, and it could be in regards to this child here. Some of you may be an only child. Some of you may be an only girl in the family as well. Or you could have a child that has special abilities. Maybe a child that has a lot of knowledge that maybe you feel that is connected to spirit. Maybe they could be even guiding you on this journey, getting you, maybe synchronicities in conversation, talking to this child. that is really opening your eyes. We had the lightning card underneath, really opening your eyes. Yeah, we had the lightning card underneath, really opening your eyes to how relevant it is to some of the experiences that you're having. We've got many paths. So some of you could be old souls that have had many paths. We've got the 4 and the 3, 34. 3 and 4 together, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that's a 7 again. So it could be you or that it has had many past lives, or it could be this child. This could be your own child, or it could be your child or a grandchild, or someone else's child for that matter. But you could have had a lot of past life experiences with this child. Only you would know that if there's one specific child that really stands out to you. And we got the Sweat Lodge. $54. This card here, beside the many paths card, 54, 5 and 4 is a 9. It's like some kind of completion going through a door. So whatever this drumming is, the arrows pointing up to is going to give a completion, like going through a door. You see this woman is walking through this, there's a light behind her, and there's this big, and looks like a big entranceway, but it's actually a moon, but it's also an entranceway. And there's all these old stones here, so could be something being brought to light as well. Got some very interesting cards here. Magic. Wow. Okay, so we've got magic with this child here. So I don't know whether this child is very creative. It could be you that is very creative. Ability to manifest things very well, very easily. Some of you may be able to say, okay, this is the path that I want to go on, and it's almost like as soon as you put this into thought, you're already on your way to doing it. And I did a pre-shuffle before, and this card came out too, but it came out with a Thunder card. Yeah. It came out with Thunder card. So it's like the rattle. It's like something is being shaken up in your life. Well, we have the virus going around still. We have the lockdown. So it is kind of like a shake up in everybody's lives. But it could have something to do with this ghost dance. That's a 4 and a 3, which is a 7 when you add them together. So, I mean, there could be something that, you know, if you're seeing spirits or you're hearing, you know, things, and you're not sure what it is, ask questions. Don't be afraid to ask for clarity. You know, this rattle could be here to shake up a situation or a path that you're on that you need to make some changes to. Or it could have to do with a child. Now, this could be you, but it could also be a child in your immediate environment. So there could be a shake-up with that. Because it's also right beside the magic card. So, I mean, you may have an experience where a child is very, you have a child, or Let me just think about this energy for a second here. Just wanted to make sure my batteries or my recorder was still going. Number 33 is a 6, and then we've got a 7. So, I mean, it could have something to do with shaking up something, someone manifesting something, could be a shake up, some kind of something is brought to light to do with the child. We've got the journey, the child, and then the magic. So manifesting a journey. And then I've got these other 2 cards that came up, was the smoky mirror and the vision quest. So, and it's funny because you have the rattle here, the ghost dance, and the magic, like these cards here I'm drawn to in reference to these. So something, because this smoky mirror came up, it's almost like the rattle's going off to bring your attention to the smoky mirror. It's also number 47. I know some of you could be 47 years old. 4 and 7, 7, 11. It could be a spiritual awakening. With the magic card and this child here, it's almost like someone can say something and then next thing you know what happens. But also we've got the rattle here. I mean, this could be 2 different stories. I mean, I could have several different stories for several different people because it is a collective reading, but it could be that the rattle is going off because there is a need to pay attention to the smoky mirror in regards to a quest that you're on, a vision quest. And because it is a vision quest, it kind of draws me back to the magic card and the ghost dance and the child and the journey. Okay, so I'm just going to put those cards there. That's a 60, so it's a 6. I think we got a 6 here again. So, the drum. 1 and 5 is a 6. 47, that's an 11. You add the 1 and 1 together, that's a 2. Yeah, and then we have the lightning card at the bottom. So there's some kind of awakening experience. Yeah, because if you look here, the lightning, and then there's like this light in the background, like an opening, something opening up. Maybe some of you have had experiences where you're actually seeing a spirit. And there's a bird flying above too. Maybe it's someone from the past that has passed away, but there's lightning here. We've got this almost like a quarter moon, and then we've got a half moon here. And then underneath that we have beloved, and then we have the corn, and then underneath that we have the wild woman, number 62. 10 is a completion. And then number 5 with the beloved. It could be somebody coming through or somebody from your past coming back, followed by the heart of the sky. So the heart of the sky, it's like, yeah, I've got the heart of the sky, and then it's got this symbol in her heart area that is that I'm really being drawn to. I don't know, maybe someone in your past could have something to do with some woman in your past or yourself that liked to dance, a lot of dancing. So that's the message I'm getting for that. I could pull up a few clarifying cards here. I'll use this deck here. Okay, Holy Spirit, angels, and guides, please clarify the cards that are on the table for Sagittarius. I'm amazed that this card came out with it being a reading for Sagittarius, because the arrow, like the bow and arrow for Sagittarius, is very prominent in your sign. And it's also got the number 3 with it. Let's just see what else it says. Something rising to the surface, something coming to light. Yeah, I've got tower and an ending. A tower and an ending. In the pre-shuffle here. Some of you may be wanting to create something. But yeah, we've got the child and the arrow in the center of the card. This could very well be you with the arrow being right beside the child. Holy Spirit, angels, and guides, please clarify the cards that are on the table for the sign of Sagittarius. I just want to put this up here and that below it, because that's the way I saw it. Yeah, so the ghost dance could be somebody from the past. Please clarify the ghost dance for Sagittarius. The ghost dance, number 22. Okay, thank you. Now that was crossing over the vision quest. The way it flew out, it landed on the vision quest. So some of you may be thinking back to a past time where you were on a quest and it came to an end.